On July 13th, 2025, the internet turned on CoryxKenshin. In just a few hours, millions of people believed that one of YouTube's most beloved creators was actually a manipulator, and maybe something far worse. One tweet, 3 TikToks, a handful of screenshots, and one disturbing old video. That was all it took to make 15 years of career look like they were about to vanish overnight. Fans who had always seen him as a symbol of faith, positivity, and strength suddenly asked themselves, have we been idolizing a monster? And yet, less than 24 hours later, those same accusations would collapse. Not because of a statement, not because of a public defense, but because of a twist no one saw coming. The question is, how did it happen? To understand that, we need to go back to the moment when it all exploded. Because the detail that changed everything wasn't what it seemed. It started with a single tweet. A user named Toripe claimed that TikToker Panda Ninja XX official had posted a series of videos exposing her abusive and manipulative relationship with CoryxKenshin. Within 2 hours, the tweet had more than 5 million views. Attached were links to a TikTok series where Panda laid it all out. She said Cory ghosted her, then reappeared when it suited him. That he wasn't confused, but calculated. That he twisted situations until she felt guilty. And that the man who built an image of faith and positivity online treated her like a toy behind closed doors. For fans who had put him on a pedestal, the words hit hard. And the natural question followed. If this is who he really is, then who have we been supporting all these years? But words weren't all Panda had. She came with what looked like proof. Screenshots of supposed Xbox conversations, lines that made Cory look cruel and manipulative. I'm just trying to mess up your life a little more. Followed by, relax, it's just a joke, LOL. Another message, I want you again. Not in a relationship sense. I've had you before, and I want you again. For Panda, this was evidence that Cory never saw her as a person, just an object. And then came the coldest one of all. After she revealed her cancer diagnosis, Cory allegedly replied, that was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal, LOL. For many, it was the final straw. But hidden inside those screenshots was a tiny inconsistency that most people overlooked. A detail that later would make everything unravel. And then came the video, the one that set the internet on fire. In it, Panda asks, did you watch me sleep? Cory laughs and says, yeah. And I actually did something to you while you were asleep too. She presses him. What did you do? And Cory dodges, I just have this fetish, you know? Don't worry, you're fine. That clip spread like wildfire. For many, it wasn't a joke anymore, it was proof. Twitter exploded with heartbreak. People who had grown up watching him said they couldn't believe it. Some declared his career over right then and there. Others urged caution, warning not to idolize creators because you never really know them. But whether it was real evidence or just a terrible attempt at humor didn't matter. His name was trending worldwide. His reputation hung by a thread, and for a moment, it felt like this was the end of CoryxKenshin. Then, something no one expected happened. The very next day, Panda came back to TikTok, and this time, she said something shocking. Please, stop accusing Cory of sexual assault. That's not what I said. That's not true. The internet froze. The same story that had seemed like a career-ending scandal just hours earlier was suddenly being walked back. Panda insisted she wasn't trying to ruin him. She claimed she was only venting about her past. But venting to millions of strangers online is very different from venting in private. And by now, the damage was already massive. Still, the story wasn't over. Another creator, Alfrex Alpha, invited Panda onto a live stream to address the accusations once and for all. And in front of thousands watching live, he asked her directly, did CoryxKenshin ever assault you? Her answer was clear, no, never. People misunderstood. I never said that about Cory. What happened to me was with someone else. And just like that, the entire mountain of allegations crumbled. In less than 24 hours, Cory went from being branded a monster to being completely cleared. And he didn't say a single word, no statement, no tweet, nothing. It was his community that fought for him. His fans who pushed Panda to clarify. His supporters who refused to let his career be destroyed. And in the end, they were the ones who saved him. But while Cory survived, the situation revealed something darker about the internet itself. How a single clip, a handful of screenshots and one viral tweet can convince millions that someone is guilty of the worst crimes imaginable. How lies spread faster than truth, and how once your name is dragged through the mud, it never fully recovers. And then there was Panda. She claimed she wasn't chasing clout, that she only wanted closure. But many didn't believe her. Commenters accused her of attention-seeking. They argued that TikTok wasn't the place to heal trauma. If she truly wanted closure, she should have spoken privately, sought therapy, or turned to friends and family, not millions of strangers online. By posting what she did, she risked destroying a man's career forever. Other creators haven't been so lucky. Slazo, for example, was falsely accused of rape by an ex. Even though he eventually proved his innocence, the stress drove him off YouTube entirely. Cory's story turned out differently. His community stood by him. Panda retracted her claims, and the scandal collapsed before it could spiral. But the fact that Cory's career nearly ended in under 24 hours shows just how fragile everything is online. One day, you're an icon. The next, you're a villain. And once the internet turns on you, the stain never completely fades. To this day, Cory hasn't addressed the situation. He's on one of his trademark breaks. And when he comes back, he'll probably act as if nothing happened. Meanwhile, Panda's TikToks are gone deleted, most likely because of the backlash. But erasing the posts doesn't erase the damage, because Cory's story isn't just about accusations collapsing, it's proof of how dangerous internet drama can be, and a reminder that in the digital age, anyone can be destroyed in seconds. So now the question is yours. Do you believe Panda when she says she was only venting? Or was this clout chasing gone too far? Let me know what you think in the comments.